Here is some ready-made piping. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pipe the neck of the blouse. So I've got the neck of the blouse, and from the inside I'm going to pipe from the inside out and then top stitch it afterward. So, and with the piping I'm opening up the seam and I'm piping and using the seam line as a guideline, and I'm following it all the way around my neck. Take this very slowly because piping is it's kind of difficult. It's really difficult to get it straight. So just take your time and follow that ruler, that line of a ruler. You can do this on the wrong side, the right side as well, and then top stitch it the other way. It depends on how confident you are on your top stitching at the end. Because piping as well is on the bias, it gives. So there we are, I've completed it. I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to try and cut it off at an angle. And overlap the stitching on the one that I've done underneath. That's the neck. There's the start and finish, and you can see I've overlapped it. So now what we're going to do now is we're going to turn it over. There is already a fold there, and you can pin this if you wish. We'll pin it all the way around. This fabric is not easy to pin. Okay then. You will pin it all the way round, and I will stitch it. So I'm going to go from this end, and I'm going to start my top stitching. I'm going to leave this top one for last, and I'll start this one first. I'll take it very slowly and go around. And this is how you do the piping. And this is the piping of a neck. You can do this on your sleeves. How's that? I've come to the end of it. I'm just folding it in, tidying it up, fold it over and continue. That's all I do to finish. Tuck it in. That's the wrong side, and that's the right side. That's the right side. So that's how you pipe. You're piping. So that is the neck of the blouse, which is now finished. This now is the neck of the blouse, which is now finished. Here is my top. It's now finished, and this is what I'll be wearing to my son's wedding, which is next week. Which is this year, the 21st of April. Because by the time you watch this over and over, next week will always be coming. So anyway, this is my top and it's finished. It's just a simple top. The fabric cost me £12, but you can imagine what you'd pay for this in a shop if you was to get it made. If it was made for you in a shop, you'd pay up to £75 or more for this top. But there it is. With this top as well, the difficult thing about it, oh, there is the piping. Because the piping is going to have a show all for itself. So there's this piping, but this fabric, I cannot iron it. Right, this fabric, I cannot overlock it. There's so much about this fabric you cannot do. But anyway, there it is. Can you see all these splits that's on it? It broke 3 needles on my overlocker and it broke needles on my machine. So this type of fabric you've got to be really careful with. So there it is. And the thing about the beauty about making things yourself, do you notice how long that sleeve is? Right, that's because my arms are long. Right, you can adjust things yourself. That's the beauty, and that is a problem with everybody. Women or men who have long arms. This is the back, right? In the back you can't see it, but there's 2 darts in the back which I've given it, so it gives it a bit of a shape, right? And if you can see as well the patterns, I've maintained the pattern. So even though this is a basic simple top to make, right, the beauty is what you do with the fabric, what you can achieve, right? And that in itself just makes it look really classy and glamorous. So that is my top, and you will see it on the dress. With my dress, I will only be wearing it for say a couple of hours, then I'll be taking it off because the beauty is in the dress. This is just to get moderate, discreet, the top. So there it is, how to make a top, how to pipe, how to do piping.